I expected to see another generic Kydex bucket like this, but I did not expect to see holsters like these. And my reaction was that these would be perfect for the Pewcentric community with our focus on craftsmanship and customization. So let's chat and get the story of Kobura holsters with our first in-person Pewcentric Spotlight. Welcome. Welcome to the studio.
Hey, Dave. Well, I'm glad to be a first, but Kydex bucket?
Exactly.
Well, I get that a lot, so.
Well, where did you first get your interest in making holsters? Apparently this was like 10 years ago, and how it kind of evolved to today.
Yeah, it actually started with this. Made it 10 years ago for Carrie. Here's my little Walther. So it's leather, but there is a surprise inside, and you see there is a Kydex shell. It's very crude, but it really served the purpose.
So why did you make this? You couldn't get something like this 10 years ago?
I couldn't get something like this. I really like simplicity. I like premium leathers. And I'm always looking for a project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm relatively handy. So I thought, well, I can't find what I like, might as well make it. And for all intents and purposes, it serves me very well.
So your breakthrough was two pieces instead of one piece. So instead of a traditional holster, which is one piece of Kydex is folded over a mold, yours is what?
So mine are two halves. So you have 4 connection points. But what it allows me to do is control the entire manufacturing process.
Because it's flat, and then you can have a little more control.
Exactly.
Okay, as opposed to you're working on a...
Right. So imagine folding over a piece of paper, which is pliable, like hot Kydex is.
Yeah.
And now you have limited amount of time before it hardens.
And I noticed that this is like multiple layers as well.
Right. So as you all know, GX does 2 layers, right? Which is great. And I thought, well, if I can do 2, maybe I can do 3. Not necessarily that more layers is better, but it just gives you guys more choices, right? So having a contrasting color going through it when it's like perfect and parallel, it catches your eye.
That's for sure. Yeah, people want to coordinate their belt and their mag extensions with their inner liner color.
So, but
of their holster.
But that's
very
part
important.
Of it,
it's very important.
No, so we go to a competition, and I'm constantly impressed by people's stylistic choices.
Yeah, you come from a high quality material background in terms of your business. You want to put that GX quality with the materials.
Right.
So tell me about the materials.
Yeah, so Kydex is Kydex. So I think people underestimate how great Kydex is. From what you can do with it, the choices, the workability, and I think it's a perfect product for what we're looking for. Rigidity, retention, longevity, low maintenance. Well, my thought was, well, why not wrap it in leather? And again, as we all know, before Kydex, everything was made out of leather. People always ask, leather, how durable would it be if I'm, running around competing? And I've been using this for the last 5 months, shooting twice a week. And just like good shoes, if you take care of it, it will last a lifetime.
So every time you draw, it's like, oh, luxury.
Pretty much.
Yes, exactly. I even like the edges. You can feel that quality all around. So, well, speaking of materials, you want to talk about some of the kinds of leathers that you can put on these holsters? Or? So
I started with, your regular, so it's without going into too much detail. There is black, there is brown. So here is a example of brown one. It's more like an olive brown. And choices are endless. So I kind of picked a few to begin with, but there is no limit to it. But then what I've discovered that Horwin is making official leather for professional sport balls. So this is football leather, and this is baseball leather.
That's crazy. As soon as you showed me these, I was like, are you kidding me? This is a literal football leather holster.
So aside from purely like feel and touch, now imagine you're a fan. And I've seen a lot of people wearing sport jerseys at the matches. Well, let's pretend you're Green Bay
Packers.
So you can have green, white, you can put gold hardware. So all the color choices are purely accidental.
Yes.
And obviously I'm not NFL authorized retailer.
If you enjoy these colors and you enjoy football, you might enjoy, this holster. Exactly.
And going back to durability, if that can withhold, professional sports, being thrown around the field. Like this was the craziest so far. So it's brown and purple with yellow, green. But choices are limitless.
So because this is a two-piece design, are you saying that you can buy another just front piece and attach it to the back piece?
Yes. And because of this high precision process, it's possible. And what actually, I had a few customers and they buy two front shells, one on Kydex, one in leather, and they're fully interchangeable. Just gives you more options. If I look at pistol grips,
this is cool.
Oh yeah. They're all different textures, different colors, so why not put something in the holster which again matches the design of your gun. So for example, like for CZ, this is a very popular option and I can make it in different colors. This actually replicates lock grips.
So if you have the lock grips G10 in that color, your holster now can have that cutout. That's
right.
Cool. I love when the grips match the holster. That's just a cool look.
It's a complete package.
Yeah.
Right. Well, describe the feeling and.
Well, first of all, it's hard to describe, but everyone likes that sound.
Right.
The sound of a good high-end holster is you cannot fake it. And then this one just feels like perfect. But there's this little like thing right at the end where it's like kind of like sucked in. I don't hear anything and I don't feel anything.
Right, but try pulling it out. So now you're drawing it.
Very smooth.
It's extremely smooth. So
how do you get the not rattling around but have it smooth?
That comes with precision manufacturing. So I make my own molds. It starts with the geometry of 2011. And that's what it does when it's perfect. And then you have 4 adjustment points. So if you can actually, as you draw slowly, you feel where it might catch the holster.
Then you adjust it.
And the adjustment is literally quarter of a turn makes world of difference. I have to give that disclaimer.
But you're not telling me the secret. Like, how is it? What's this thing that's going on at the end, or is this kind of
so there is no secret, right? So there is a magnet. It's not glued in. It's actually there is a pocket I CNC and it goes in, so it doesn't go anywhere. It's removable if you don't like it. I don't advertise it as a retention device by any means, but it adds that little feeling at the end, which is quite special.
Cool. So we've got the premium materials, the CNC precision, the infinite choices for inlays and finishes,
and
leathers, and the retention screws and the colors, the magnets. Here we have my CZ Shadow 2 and one of your holsters, and we were looking at a variety of 2011s as well. So what do you support currently?
And it's a decision. It's a business decision I had to make, and it's a trade-off. The process is very involved, as you can imagine. So especially if I'm dealing with CNCs and I have to build my own models. At first, I decided to focus on the 2 most popular guns I see in the competition, which is 2011 or 1911 double stack style, and then CZ Shadow 2.
I think that's the majority of.
Right. So partially, that's what a lot of people use. But my second point was, it seems like they're most customizable.
So that matches your aesthetic and the kind of customer that you're going after. Yes.
Right. So 2011, I think I told you maybe 3-4 years ago at Oak Park match, the first time I saw platypus. And it was in wild colors. I'm not gonna say who had it. And my first thought was, who in the right mind would have a gun? You do not take it to war. It's not a weapon anymore.
Right.
But now they're my favorite customers because the amount of time and effort they spend on customizing it and all the choices available, I want to build a holster to match that.
Their style and what they're
right, and colors and textures.
So you talk about being inspired by the customer and customer service. So you're not new to that. You had a furniture business, so talk about customer service and how you utilize feedback to guide your evolution.
Right. So, and I think the CZ design is a perfect example. And it goes to my very first customer. I'm not going to say the name. And the geometry of this CZ holster didn't look like this when I started.
Oh, really?
Right, so I took 2011 design, and you'll see the difference on the profile of the undercut. I kind of replicated the shape, and it was perfect, except the gentleman has very big hands.
It's interesting. You and I completely coincidentally started our firearms-related businesses, like almost on the exact same month. It was October of last year. Where are you going with this? Like, what's next? How do you want to grow? What are your thoughts on?
I'm literally taking it one day at a time, or one sale at a time.
Yeah.
I hope the customer feedback will drive what comes next. One thing I've heard over and over, where is a carry option? Because everybody wants to feel that leather against their skin. So I'm actually started working on, I'm gonna call it everyday holster or something, where it can be worn outside the band, waistband inside. This one is gonna be wrapped in leather. So it's gonna be same quality, same luxurious feel, different application.
First of all, our first in-studio interview I thought went pretty well. We'll see how it turns out in the
And honestly, I'm
edit.
impressed by your setup.
Oh, really? Oh, thank
It's
you.
my first in-person interview ever, aside from corporate world. It's quite impressive.
Thank you very much. So to check out all of Yevgeniy's options in the Kobura shop, head on over to pewcentric.com/Kobura. And as always, please like and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Bye-bye.